this is 1969 Mark 1 Escort. We've had it for about, I think, 18 years. And it is, I suppose it's a replica. It's got a 2-litre engine based on a Z-Tech. But the car came to us largely as it appears now. It was built by somebody in King's Lynn in the UK. And we've knocked a good bit of sport out of it over the years. I suppose the attachment to a Mark 1 would come from my father's history going back. He would have had an original twin cam Mark 1 when they were a modern car in the early 70s. And so around 2007, we decided we wanted to get a Mark 1 back in the shed. And this car came up for sale in Northern Ireland, and we brought it home. So it's had a good few adventures since. One of which was we've had it in, I think in 2009 we went to the Nürburgring. We drove the car to the Nürburgring, and we had to drive it home at one stage without a windscreen and with another stage without a clutch. So we basically drove it all across northern France without a clutch, which made for quite an adventure.
I suppose it brings back memories to me, having owned one of these cars in the late 60s. I can remember vividly buying the car, and at the time, and I can also remember the night that a lady ran into the side of it and damaged it, and I unfortunately sold it on for the princely sum of £375 at the time, and I should have put it in a shed and repaired it. But anyway, we all make silly mistakes. Yeah, I've always enjoyed the Mark 1s, and I have a passion with that, over the years going to rally.
So that's the heart of the beast. So a couple of years ago, we changed a few bits in here. So this is basically the Z-Tech can now be dressed up as a BDA. So to the untrained eye, it does appear like a BDA, but we daren't claim that it is, in case someone out there, there's plenty of people out there who will know what it is or isn't. But yeah, it makes the Z-Tech is a very usable engine. You know, they're easy to get. They're easy to get parts for, and that has been dynoed by Vulcan at, I think, 193 horsepower. And it makes quite a racket, but that's all part of the effect, you know. If you're driving a Mark 1 with bubble arches, it's got to make a lot of noise. That's what the people demand. You've got a full bias box on the brakes, so adjustable bias front to rear, hydraulic clutch, etc. Running modern engine management, there's an Emerald system in it, so you've no distributors or points or anything. You've got a modern wasted spark system, full Gen V throttle bodies. It's got a rally tank in the back, and Type 9 Tranex gearbox, limited slip diff on an English axle, the semi-floating bearings and all of that. So it's probably a little hard for the road as well. The suspension is probably a little harder than we'd like. So, but there's a cage as well fitted in it.
I think you have to be able to use these cars as well. I mean, we're not into putting museum pieces. We like to be able to get into the car on a Sunday and go to a local car event, or go for a drive. Some mornings we go to Castlecomer for breakfast and in the cars.
If you've been enjoying our stories of Irish transport, please consider subscribing via our website irelandmade.ie.